Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of the Wizard101 Rebirth series. Last episode we finished up like Nightside and the hot cave and whatnot. Oh, there's not a second gobbler nearby. That's unfortunate. I don't know why I escaped quit. I'm not going to be able to kill him in one round anyway. Brain is not functioning. Welcome to episode 4. Last episode finished up Nightside, Dark Cave, whatever, and we also started Colossus Boulevard because there was still plenty of time left. Today, I'm not sure. We're going to have to see how it goes because I could see either today is going to be just finishing Colossus Boulevard or it's going to be finishing Colossus Boulevard starting Triton Underwater, which I don't think that's going to be the case, and I would prefer to not have this weird, like, broken up half finishing a street thing that I've got going on currently. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so welcome to episode 4. I don't really have anything specific planned to talk about today, but I'll start off by saying 1 minute into the episode, if you're watching this far, make sure to drop a like, hit the sub button, and if you become a channel member, you can catch some of these episodes early. Some might even be watching this episode early, you never know. Yeah, I plan on uploading in advance, and I've been saying that, but I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I'll probably mention it at least once a video. Yeah, if you become a channel member, you can see some episodes early. I think I'm going to record 2 today, so there will be 2 early ones. We'll see how it goes. Now, this is actually the last day of free membership that I'm recording this, which is... Will that kill with a boost and a blade? I don't think it will, so I'll put a trap up. It's the 8th, which means this is the last day of free membership, and also the last day of double reagents and whatnot. So I would like to use this day to do something, to pick up some more reagents, you know, get this character a little boosted, because this is, as I mentioned episode 1, on a new account, so I don't have any reagents or anything. I don't have any, like... Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't have any reagents. I don't have any characters with crafting, so all of it has to be done here. And unfortunately, I'm not going to really get that far into crafting with the benefits still on. Maybe, if I get to Crocotopia today, I can try to finish croc crafting before moving on. But we'll see. Damn, that was kind of a little bit of a close fight, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I'm kind of tempted. Part of me is tempted to just not do Triton Underwater, if I'm being completely honest. For a few reasons. One, it's not the funnest street in the world. 2, I'm really excited to do Crocotopia. 3, I'm already kind of a high level, so I don't really need to. I don't know. Do I have to beat Munchers? I do. So, in lieu of talking about something Wiz-related, let's talk about something not Wiz-related. Let's talk about food choices. What's your favorite cereal? Now, someone came into my chat the other day while I was streaming to ask that, but, you know, I figured I'd ask it as well. What's your favorite cereal? This morning, I had some Honey Bunches of Oats, and Honey Bunches of Oats are really, really good. Almost, honestly, almost any oat-based cereal is probably going to be my favorite. Like, the Cinnamon Oat Cheerios, like the Oat Crunch Cheerios, are incredibly good. I love those. And in fact, I specifically don't buy them sometimes, because if I do buy them, I'll accidentally overeat and eat way too many Cheerios at once. And then I feel very disgusting. But, yeah, I get my oat-based Cheerios, I get my Honey Bunches of Oats, and you know what I do? I pour oat milk on it. Get that unsweetened, extra creamy oat milk. Fantastic. Much healthier than than regular milk. All around, good experience. If none of you have tried oat milk, highly recommend it. Yeah, I had a nice bowl of Honey Bunches of Oats and a single strawberry Hostess cupcake, which admittedly wasn't really worth the calories and wasn't really worth the sugar. It wasn't very good. But I ate one. So, That's that. Some of you may be wondering why I'm wearing my glasses today. No reason. I just threw them on. There's no reason not to wear them, I guess. Realistically, it's kind of just like, you know, like, I could see the screen almost just as much with or without my glasses. I'm a little blind, but that's okay. Gobbler munchers. That was a lot of deep mushrooms. 6 deep mushrooms, look at that. Double reagent moment. I'm really excited for Arc 2, I'm not gonna lie. It's been so long since I've done Arc 2. And, I'm just so excited to do it again, you know? Like, there's some worlds that I haven't done in... At this point, it's been years. That I'm really excited to do. I mean, I'm also excited for Arc 3. I will say, I'm also slightly nervous for Arc 3, because I feel like that gets to the point where the game gets, like, really difficult. And I don't know how, I mean, not really difficult, but, like, there are certain fights that are really difficult, you know? And it's like... I have to figure out how much of that is going to be soloable, or I'll have to use team up for. I can't imagine I'll have to use team up for, like, a ton, but, like, certain cheat bosses solo are, like, nigh impossible, you know? But I'll have to see. Maybe I can actually use my brain a little bit to think about easy ways, or not easy ways, but think about ways to solo things. Because, I mean, obviously, it's possible to solo through, like, 99% of this game. Like, there's people that have soloed, like, Darkmoor and stuff, which, by the way, mentioned that, responded to someone's comment, have no plans on soloing Darkmoor. The whole goal of this series, I mentioned it at the beginning, and I'll reiterate it now. The whole goal of this series is to have fun. And to be completely honest, zero part of me would find soloing Darkmoor fun. Or like soloing Waterworks, I'm just not going to have fun. So why would I take away the main aspect of this series, having fun, to for the sake of a challenge, you know? So realistically, probably not going to solo most of those like gear farming dungeons that are an insane difficult up. Like, ramp up. Like, don't get me wrong, I probably could. But, will I? Probably not. Between episodes, I didn't actually do much. I finished the book quest that I had, which, if you're there during the stream, or if you were there during the videos, I forgot the book in Falgaze's place. So I did that, and then I did Boris's quest to talk to the trees. I think there was only one side quest in Colossus Boulevard that I did. Alright, awesome. Murdered a bunch of gobblers, and now I must go talk to Merle. I love that our method is to just murder a bunch of gobblers. And they're like, alright, okay, fine. Loading screens.
Good. Now that we know how strong the gobblers are, I have a plan.
What is your plan?
Letter to Mindy Pixie Crown for me.
Headmaster Ambrose hands you an official-looking document.
Aye, aye, Merle.
Mindy Pixie Crown reads the official-looking document.
I think this plan will work.
Well, it is the plan by the headmaster, so I hope so.
The Gobbler King's 2 closest advisors, Baron Greebly and Baron Rotunda. Dueling isn't my strength, so you're the only one who can do this, young wizard.
Bullshit.
They're each hiding out in towers, one at each end of the street. Defeat them and see what the Gobbler King has to say then.
There's no way she can't at least back me up slightly. Like, you're an ice wizard, surely you know, like, a shield. A type of shield. Shield me. Who do you think you are? Mindy?
Is it time for dinner yet? You look like you'd make a good stew. Get over here.
No. You are not allowed to stew me. But he is probably right. I probably would make a good stew. Alright. You die. I'm not gonna lie, ever since this series has started, if you can't tell by, like, the lighting, I decided to open the curtain that's right behind my computer that I've had closed now for, like, 9 months ever since I moved here. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of nice. Like, all the natural light. Like, it's good for... A, it's good for the camera. You can actually see me, which is nice. But B, it's just, like, it's bright in here. It's nice looking, you know? Okay, so I don't think I can one-shot with a Banshee, but I should be able to do 99% of his health. I could probably kill if I used my pet assist, but I have already been burned once by using my pet assist and fizzling, so it uses my blade and trap with my pet assist, and I'm not going to do that again. I think out of all of the worlds I'm the most excited to do, I'm most excited to do Mushu, which some of you are probably going to think that's insane, but like, Mushu, despite the fact it is ugly, it is an ugly world, don't get me wrong. If they updated it to look like Pirate 101, it would be an A+ world. But I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Marleybone, not Marleybone. I have had a soft spot for Marleybone as well, but I meant Mushu. It's just, it's one of my favorite worlds. I don't know what to say. Like, even though I can see its problems, I still really like it. I think one problem I remember that was brought up a lot was people saying that you walk a lot, in which case I think it's just a skill issue and you're bad at using the teleporters, if I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, I was looking for flax because someone told me that some crafting recipes have flax in them now. So I was like, well damn, I gotta get me some flax. I have an okay amount of reagents, but not good. I'd like to get some more of the unique drop, like the diamonds or like the frost flax.
Take away my treats? I can't allow that. To battle.
I can't allow that. To battle. He's giving like Patrick Star vibes. Okay, now unfortunately, they decided to make this Gobbler minion the Gobbler Glutton, which is much more challenging than the Gobbler Scavenger. The other one I could just beat with a Ghoul. I'm gonna have to use Trap Blade Banshee for this guy. Nice fizzle nerd. Alright. So in an ideal world, right now, thinking about like future-proofing this character, I'm gonna need a pet at some point. I think the play is to get the level 48 pet and train that up and hope that it gets like dealer or giver, which is not impossible. It's not likely, but it's not, you know, not impossible. And then just hatch that repeatedly with a better pet until I can get one. I've heard tales of the new Skella Warrior pets, or the Skella whatevers, and I do know that you need to get, I think that there's, what, a new pet from the pack, and then there's pet drops from the what's it called bosses, the Aquila bosses, drop some skeletons. So I don't know, maybe I could try to go get one of those, but that's like in the very, very distant future, getting one of those. But it would be useful to have sharpened blade, and a blade, and a trap, all from my pet. But currently not happening. Alright. Banshee time. Is this the last fight of this street? Because if so, what if I just made this a really long episode and did Triton Underwater too? Many debates in my head right now, many debates. You know, at the very least, I've stopped failing boss fights as much. Bastilla Gravewind has forever scarred me. Alright, GG easy. Nerd. Back to the Gobbler King, but unfortunately, unless King's Isle has changed this at some point, which I very, very highly doubt, I have to fight the Gobbler Prince again. Which is a little unfortunate, but fine. I'm just trying to think. I think that this is the last quest. And it's like... Because I don't really want to do Triton Underwater, you know what I mean? I would much prefer to skip it and just go to Croc. But we'll see, we'll see. Alright, we gotta beat Prince Gobblestone again. Alright. A power pip. We'd love to see that, actually. Nice. Blade. Actually, I think once... Vampire's level 16. Getting that will definitely be good. Because I think it's like a, what, 355 damage flat? So it'll be like the top, the upper echelon of Banshee, but 100% of the time and heal back. That's pretty good. I'm actually going to kill the Gobbler Gorger with this. Because I don't think I'll kill the boss. And I'd rather have only one enemy hit me right now. And I will say, technically, I keep saying that. That's my buzzword this episode. I need to stop saying, I will say. I won't say. Basically, there is a very low percentage chance that you can get the Heartsteel from this fight, if I remember correctly. And I didn't do that because, if I'm being completely honest, I thought it would be cool to have like a, look at this, you can earn crowns type thing in the video. But at the same time, I would prefer not to farm this fight a billion times because it'll just not be fun. It would have not been fun. I'm gonna have my pet kill him. I need to also feed my pet more snacks because I'm running out of death assists, which is fine. Ow. But it can be useful, you know, and if an enemy's low and you just want like a bit of chip damage.
Wow.
Okay. Cut that out of your brain. I didn't do that. Alright, let's see. Offer pet snack for happiness. Eat all of these low-level snacks that have absolutely no use to me. I'm going too fast for the game to keep up. Alright, 52. Perfect. Wait. Free chest open. I got the princely slippers. Yeah, you can actually see here, you can get the Heartsteel from this fight. Is the Band of Purpose also... That was a voice crack and a half. Is the Band of Purpose also a crown shop item? And I just don't know it? Probably. Rings. It is. Okay, interesting.
Ah, the little wizard is back. Are you ready to surrender now?
No.
Tell the Gobbler King about your battles with Barons Greebly and Rotunda.
What? You defeated them? I find that
Me.
hard to believe.
'Tis I.
I'll have to send someone to find out if what you say is true or not.
Just as the Gobbler King is getting ready to call, a messenger breaks into the room.
Huh?
Sir, the two barons have been defeated by a student wizard. What shall we do?
Oh dear. What you said is true. then that means no Gobblerton, Wizard City, is
Master
yours.
Diplomat.
Spare me and my people, Wizard. We mean you no harm. I ask that we are allowed to stay here. Our old home was filled with witches, and we are too scared to go back. I promise we will not eat so much.
I
You
love
have
that
my
they,
word.
Okay, cease talking, King. I love that they call that back later.
Amazing, young wizard. You have brought peace with the gobblers. You've done a great job.
You know I have.
Be sure to tell Headmaster Ambrose what the Gobbler King said. Now I can get back to my project.
Aye, aye, Mindy. So I'm almost level 14. I don't think I'm gonna... Man, I'm debating it so hard. Do I want to do Triton Underwater or no?
My plan worked. Oh, that's excellent news.
You tell Headmaster Ambrose what the Gobbler King said about their home world.
My. I certainly don't want to force them to go back to a world where they aren't welcome.
What's with this camera angle?
Very well. We will let them stay on Colossus Boulevard. It appears we have new neighbors.
That was such a strange camera angle. What's this cake?
Happy birthday to Headmaster Ambrose. From Todd and Kate's Talking Cakes. Because a magical man deserves a magical cake.
Wow. Okay, then. Well, with that, we've earned the Master Diplomat badge. I'm going to equip that. That's kind of a sick badge. Which is, you know, for completing every quest. Also the side quests on Colossus Boulevard. So, pretty sick to have gotten that. I think... I'm definitely going to end today's episode here. And then I think I'm going to do Triton Underwater. Because part of me doesn't want to, but I think it'll get me to level 14, potentially even level 15 before Croc, which could be useful. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. If not, that's okay too. You don't have to enjoy these episodes. Make sure to drop a like, hit the sub button, and also become a channel member if you want to get these episodes early. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Thank you all for watching.